Yeah, so it's just a start.
Hey, hi, welcome to another chapter in the case study sessions. Today we are going to see the Brentwood Associates Exceeding Souls Kitchen. A nice one. Hi, Gloria, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. No, I'm fine. Very excited to see this case because we are learning different kind of real situations in business like this. For example, options of exceeding uh, a business that the Brentwood Associates have that is so kitchen. So let's get it started. First of all, ask the student to offer an opening prayer. Would you mind if I offer the prayer?
Okay.
Okay, so our Heavenly Father, we thank Thee, Gloria and I, to be together here in this opportunity to see and analyze a case and to learn more from each other. Thank Thee for the opportunity for us to have this kind of education that help us and make us better servants of you, and we ask you for your help and your guidance, um, for being able and being capable of finishing these courses, of um, getting all the knowledge that you want us to get, um, and to grow in our vision in a secular and spiritual way. Thank you for all, and we say these things in the name of Thy Son Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Okay. So, maybe you wish to share an spiritual thought or scripture.
Okay, so this is, I don't know if it's, well, all things are spiritual, right? Like
Yep.
today, I have a friend that he shared with me
Inside.
yeah, and it
Okay.
sounds like normal.
Yeah.
What's normal, in my opinion, what is normal is ordinary and it's not good. The life is for who, like, is exceptional and that have the courage to be different.
Okay.
So yeah, mm, so it's just about that we should do our effort to be exceptional in all the things that we
Do.
are allowed to do, and that I think that it's good to be ambitious and it's good to be brave for the dreams that we have, and yeah, and it reminds me to have goals each day and to have an action plan and to be accountable with our Heavenly Father each day, to let Him know what I'm doing to achieve these goals.
Nice.
That's that insight. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. It's interesting to see. Um, you know what? What I always feel is that God wants us to bless us, right? Because we are His daughters and sons. But what I was always thinking is that He can bless us, but not more than what our vision can reach. I don't know if that makes sense. Uh,
Yeah.
because we have the freedom to choose what we want to become. Yeah, and it is like if you have like three sons. Yeah, of them, I don't know, want to be a musician. One of them want to be a soccer player, and one of them want to be a businessman. Um, okay, but maybe that businessman can choose to be a CEO of a, I don't know, of a large corporation in the future, or you just want to have a story in the corner of the street. Even though he's a businessman and an entrepreneur, a musician, maybe can, I don't know, play some instruments for hobby and teach music at the high school, or maybe he can go and try to see a good music player or a good singer, worldwide famous. I don't know how to say it, but and for the other soccer player, it is the same. The thing is that what I want to say is that whatever our vision is, that the Lord will going to bless us in that way because we have the power to decide what we want to be, and with His blessing, we can reach the capabilities to do it and to reach it. But I think He wants us to have uh, the best vision of us uh, that we can achieve because from his eyes, as he knows us and our potential, he can see us. Maybe he can see us greater than we can imagine, right? I don't know if that makes sense what I am saying,
Yeah, it makes sense for sure.
but I think it is like uh, we propose until how far we want to go, and he allow us to travel that in that path. But it's our responsibility uh, to grow in our vision and to decide a good path to follow. Okay, that's all. So we okay. So condensing that with what you shared, it is like it is our election to be normal or to be extraordinary, right?
Hmm.
The Lord will help us and will bless us in both ways, but we can choose always. Okay, let's do it. Let's go to the case.
Okay.
Okay. Are you okay? Are you kind of serious?
Really? No, I'm okay. It's just because
Okay.
maybe today I was just thinking too much about something that I don't have to think too much, I think.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's put our mind here now. So number three, it says, okay, you can read it. Oh,
Okay. Sorry. Okay. It says, why is Brentwood considering an IPO of So's Kitchen at this time?
oh, where are you? Where are you?
Oh no, this is the prep assignment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you lose your turn. Now it's my turn. Okay, so number three says, are you there?
No, not yet, but wait me for a second.
Okay.
Okay. Um, okay. Put yourself in the shoes of Brentwood Associates management. You must decide whether or not you will exit So's Kitchen now, and if so, what's the best exit option as a group vote? What should Brentwood do with So Kitchen?
Okay. Can I vote?
Yeah, sure. Do it.
I vote. Okay. In that case that they need to sell it or yeah, sell it. Yeah. Exit. I'm sorry. I would choose to sell to a strategic buyer or a financial buyer, okay?
Okay.
But I vote for wait and grow the business until it is more valuable before exiting.
Why
You
you
know,
are
you
choosing? Why you are choosing something and deciding other thing and voting for something else?
what?
Because you're choosing sell to a strategic buyer or financial buyer, but you're voting for wait and grow the business until it's more valuable before exiting.
Okay, because if I need to exit the business, I will do through the way of selling to a strategic buyer or financial buyer. But from the three options, I would prefer to wait and grow the business until it is more valuable before exiting. So I vote for that last option. That's my vote.
Because you are going to receive a better profit, and because also you are going, there is more risk, and when there is more risk there is more like
Yes,
profit.
but
That's the
the
reason.
odds, I
And
think
you
the odds
love
favor.
risk.
Ah,
You like
what?
risk.
No, but also if you see the performance of Kitchen at that time, it was great. So the odds can favorite us.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking the same than you, I think.
Yeah, it is like, okay, so why are you going to sell it just because it is like 5 or 6 years and that's your rule? No, you can have an exception because this is a good one. Okay,
Yes,
so
that's
what
right.
you're going to vote for?
Wait and grow the business until it's more valuable before exceeding.
Are you copying me?
No, I'm not copying you, really.
Okay, why? Why do you think that?
It's because the same reason that you said, like it's just the same. Because there, it's a good option. That he is going to have more profit. Maybe he has to wait a little bit more, but um, yeah, it's just
Right.
going to be better. Like,
Yeah, I think the same. I think the same. Um, Brentwood. It is interesting the way that Brentwood do things. It tries to be the different one. Okay, so let's go to the next question.
yeah, this case is going to be super fast, I think.
I
Okay.
think so. So number 4, it says, as a group, allow each individual to state his or her position. If you all agree at the outset, take a counter position and explore why you should consider this other option. Okay, so we all agree, so we need to take a counter position and explore why it should be. Okay, so let's start with uh, what do you think about IPO?
Mm,
What's the benefits of that? What do you
well,
think?
according to the lecture, it says, let's go to page 14, I think. No, 10.
No,
It was
no,
10,
the
right?
exhibits. Oh, the last one, the last page that says wait and gain. I know another
No,
possibility was
this
to pursue the sale.
was. Okay, let me look for it.
Don't worry, take your time.
Okay, type of process. Hmm.
Take your
Okay,
time.
one a good thing is that it's possible that an IPO, the IPO option is
IPO.
going, yeah, the IPO is going to give them like more, it's going to allow him like to be more visualized for in the market.
Yeah,
That's one good thing. Like there is going to be many people that they are going to know more about this business, and they are going to be able to, because he's going to offer like openly to everybody. uh, so these people that can buy like the shares, also they are going to be able to be customers in the future, and they are going to know more about this business.
yes. Also, it says in number 9, in page number 9, you don't need to seek for that. That the valuations tended to be lower in private markets compared to the public market. So IPO in the IPO market, the company would have a more value, even though I don't like it. But yeah, that could be a pro.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh. What else?
Mm,
What else? What else?
can you repeat again what you said?
Oh yeah, that in the public market, the value of the company it tends to be higher than the valuation in a private market.
Okay.
Yes, but at the end, I think it says that if things go great, go good, like in the private selling for the company, would have a same as profit as the IPO. But what I like, okay, let's go to the next. Sell to a strategic buyer or financial buyer. I think it is most efficient. It it would not consume time and also money in do a lot of this. I don't know, management time, attention to the IPO.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
I think
Pues,
there are too much steps in the IPO. It is like okay, that's real,
okay. The other
right?
one is sell to a strategic buyer or a financial buyer. So
Yep.
yeah, in that moment I was thinking like I was asking myself like why they are mentioned like what's the difference between a strategic buyer and a financial buyer? Because for me both were the same people, right or not? Can I say that a financial buyer is a strategic buyer and that a strategic buyer is a financial buyer, right? So why are they making a difference between both of them?
Okay. As it says that the strategic buyer may be able to leverage synergies or superior financing abilities to pay a higher purchase price than a financial buyer.
Okay.
So as buyers, I would put an analogy, right? It is like angel investors and venture firms are kind of different, are kind of the same, but in different levels, right? Like it would be a good analogy to these two. So a financial buyer, it is like okay, but an strategic buyer is a more pro buyer
Mm-hmm.
who have more resources can purchase your company in a better price and could do good or better things or a better performance since the beginning with your company because it will have more money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a difference.
Yeah. So something that's important in this part is that it said that the primary benefit of a competitive private sale process were speed and efficiency. And in page number 9, right?
Yeah,
It was said that a private sale could be completed in less than 3 months and would not
yeah,
require as much management time and attention as an IPO,
yep.
right? So,
Hmm.
okay. So that's an advantage why it's better the private
Yes,
sale than an IPO, for example.
yeah,
And also it says
that's
that
right.
the direct cost to the seller will also be much smaller than in the
Hmm.
IPO option.
Yeah, so I think have a lot of advantages. So if you need
Mhm.
to exit, I think this would be the best.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that's right. It's good.
It's a less complicated one, and you know that for have success, you need to keep things simple.
Yeah.
That's a rule. Okay, okay, but then there are in number 4 there are some questions. It says, why does Brentwood want to exit now? I don't know. It is just because of a policy that they have never have a company for more than 6 years and a half. That's why they just say, okay, it's time to sell. But I think it is not a good enough reason. But okay, that's why I think they want to exit now.
Yeah, you're right. Could be one of the reasons. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only stated reason in the reading, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, where we are now? Where are we?
What are some reasons for holding now?
Uh, mm, which one could be? Um,
Hmm?
it could be.
Should be. What are some reasons for holding now? What I think is okay, man. The company kitchen is growing so fast. It have a good forecast for the next year. Why don't you hold it more? Because it could become the next, I don't know, the next Starbucks. I don't know. Well, they don't do not want to franchise. I don't know how to say it,
Mhm.
but they can become a national brand.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right.
So
There is a good
I
market. Like there is it was said that there is not many competitors neither.
no, so it is a good trend for them to
Yeah,
grow. So
there is a
I
good
think they
trend.
need to hold. They need to hold so hard.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Okay, so it says what can go right under each scenario and what
Do
can
you
go
know something?
yeah,
I was reading another lecture like during this week from Harvard, and it was
yeah.
said that the people doesn't like the venture capitals or like in other kind of investor or people that is just or entrepreneurs. They don't invest only in something that is good. They invest in good industries. And I think this industry, like food, always is going to be successful, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's a good it's a good
I think
investment.
so.
Okay.
Okay. So what can go right under each scenario and what can go wrong? Well, I think for exiting, okay, what can go right? Okay, that they have their money, they just exit, they do not have enough responsibility for Soul's kitchen. It is one more. Um, but what can go wrong? Well, I think anything will go wrong with yeah, with the IPO, it is that if they do not have success with that, then the company is going to be less valuable at the eyes of the private market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it is like, okay, um, yeah, it is like, oh, that was a company that want to sell, but anyone wanted something like that, right?
Yeah, that's right. And because this option is the option that everybody can see, like it's public, like the name
Yeah,
it said, right?
yeah.
So so it could be positive because everybody's going to be watching this company, but at the same time it can be very negative if the reputation of the company is not going to finish in a good way.
Hmm,
Hmm.
that's interesting.
Yeah. What else? Uh,
What else?
Yeah.
Oh well, what could we write if they hold that the company will grow as it is forecasted? So it is a, I don't know how to say, like previewed, I don't know, or
I cannot
predicted.
listen. I cannot listen to you very well. Can you repeat what you
Oh, it
said?
says, okay, what can go right if they hold, if they hold the company? Oh, so and wait and grow. So that what it can go right is that it will have a good growth as it is predicted. But what can go wrong is that maybe things, I don't know, in the market goes bad and then the growth stopped and then it will not have that trend of growing and it will be less attractive for invest for sale for buyers in the future. It is risk involved. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I
Hans,
think. Yeah,
okay. No,
tell
what
me.
happened? What happened is that I cannot listen to you very well, and also I don't know if you are listening to me, but
Yes, yes.
I just lost like the page where I had the questions, so I was like, I'm lost.
It is okay.
Okay, so we're in. We can go right under each scenario and what. Yeah, we did it, right? So how much is
Yeah,
Sue's
okay.
worth under each exit option? Discuss with each other how you got your answers as a group come up with a consensus as to what Sue's is worth.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what difference did you observe in the valuations based on who buys the company? Does this make any sense? Discuss as a group. Okay, let's go to this part in the PDF. Mm,
Soy Kitchen. Hey, that's a nice restaurant. I think we can take it for Peru and compete with Chili's and Fridays.
yeah, there are many things here that will be very successful if somebody reapplies in Peru.
Yeah.
Mm,
Do you have fun? Glue? Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Um, mhm. I think it's the exhibit 9 and 10.
That's what I say. Louis before. So
Because okay, there is a part also in page 9 when they are talking about um it says that the main drawback of a private sale was that valuation tend to be lower in the private markets compared to the public markets. In an example of restaurant M&A transactions completed in the past 3 years, the average multiples paid by financial sponsors and strategic investors were eight times and 13 times respectively.
where? I don't understand. On which
Valuation.
exhibit are you?
Well, this is in page 9, but I'm not sure because I'm going to search it. If Brentwood could obtain a similar outcome for SOEs, it could generate net of this investment return comparable to those of an IPO without having to endure the headaches and uncertainty of the IPO process. Mm,
Oh wow.
4, 5, 6, 7.
So I think it is worth like $15 million.
Why do you think like that?
What?
Why do you think like that?
I don't know. It's just guessing because I have googled some determination about how to determine the value of a company. So there was one that says it is like between 11 to 18% of annual sales plus inventory.
Mm-hmm.
So if a grocery store have 500 million in annual sales, the firm would be worth between 55 million to 90 million plus the value of the inventory. But I don't know how much in the inventory they have.
No, it doesn't say that in this info. There is no this information.
There is not enough information for me.
Yes. There is only like it says just like how much the company owned restaurants, the franchise restaurant, the total number of restaurants, and there is a financial data. There is a revenue, franchise fees, and there is a just EBITDA, the percentage margin, the net income, the percentage margin again, and there is the cash flows provided by operating actions, I think. And
Yeah,
there is the
but
cash flows using investment, and the cash flows provided by financing, and the cash at the end of period. Yeah, that's all.
I don't know. I think there is not enough information to determine it. Right.
I think the valuation is also about um, like the money is not the same in different times. So
Yeah.
there could be people that say like I prefer the IPO because it's going to be faster, or there is going to be people
Yes.
that is going to say no, it's faster the other one, right? Because in the lecture said that the second option is better. But
Yeah.
um, so I think that of course he's going to decide for the option that is going to be more efficient and is going to give also the money faster in, but also you can to try to balance that with okay, and maybe if I wait a little bit I'm going to get more money because but I'm going to take more risks, so that's the best option at the end. It's just wait a little bit in this case, specifically in this case, but that doesn't happen in all the cases, I think.
Yes.
Okay. So something else? We finished, right? Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah, we did it. Okay. The summary, right? Are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You,
Hans, you do it.
no, you can do it, please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to my. I'm going to do it. Wait me.
I will wait for you.
Mhm. Okay. In this case, like the summary will be like this can discuss like the trade-offs linked with different kinds of pull-out options that private equity, this firm Brentwood Associates was pondering over what kind of investment in Soviet's kitchen was going to take in the summer. Um,
Yep.
if it was going to be an IPO or if it was going to be a sell to a strategic or financial acquirer, or if it was going to be uh, tal vez waiting for some years more, some few, not many years, but maybe some few more years
Maybe, meaning that,
before leaving the investment, right? And
yes.
we decide that the best option was waiting for some few more years uh, because it's true that it was he was going to take a little bit more of risk, but at the same time it was going to be more beneficial for him because the trend that we saw and that we analyzed, it's good enough. He's in a good industry, in a good market, and he has a differential versus the competitors right now. So we feel like he's going to have, or there is going to be success in this kind of business. Is there something else that I need to add? That's
I
all,
don't
right?
know. I think that's all.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to stop the record.